What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about supermassive games, The Quarry, and then this time, talk about a new mode that's been revealed. This was actually revealed in the IGN First feature. Now, when I saw the IGN First thing, I was like, oh, okay, this is just the 30 minutes of gameplay. But no, they actually got to play 3 hours of it. They actually had more impressions of it, both positive and negative in terms of how it compares to Until Dawn and just how the game is in general. But in that kind of preview and the talking about their impressions of it, they announced, I guess officially, a movie mode, a mode where you do not play the game at all and you just watch it as a movie, and you can basically set boundaries for what happens in the game. Now, they talked about it a little, they showed it a little, but they did say that there's more to it than what they had said, and that they will talk about it as the month goes on, so later on this month. So when that stuff happens, if it's kind of like big enough news, I'll definitely come back to it. We'll make another video. But as it stands now, what we know is that there's literally a mode where everybody lives. You can click movie mode, you can click everybody lives, and everybody will live. You watch it, the characters will talk to each other, things will happen, the characters will all survive. Which actually, now that I think about it, for the people that make videos, including even myself, of like, well, here's how you survive the game, like what decisions do you have to make to survive, the easiest way to know that, I guess, would be to just watch the movie, right? Because you'd see what decisions characters make, you'd see where you can't mess up, otherwise you die. You'd find that all out by doing the movie mode, which is kind of interesting. Then there's the other mode, or it's still movie mode, but the other setting, I guess, where everybody dies. So this is, purposely killing everybody off. You pick that mode, and again, same thing. Everybody's gonna, I guess, make the wrong decisions for you. And then there's kind of a hybrid third thing where you can literally set how the players act with each other. So you know how there's like clumsy or aggressive, and they basically give characteristics to how these people talk and act with each other. You can set those yourself. So under a stressful situation, X character will act a certain way, and you can set those in the game. And now it was after that part that they said, again, there's more to it. So I have a feeling that third option is you kind of set the characters how you want them to play, and then maybe in the moment as you're playing through, or I guess watching through movie mode, you can maybe make the decision in the moment, okay, I want this character to die, or this character will die here if you mess up. Which do you want to see? Do you want to see the character living or the character dying? That's what I imagine is that extra stuff they didn't show us yet, and they will, as the month goes on, but that's what I would imagine it is. Man, I really like it. Like, as soon as I saw that mode, I was like, and here's the thing. The funny thing is, like, I won't do it. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play the game. But there's in a day and age like this, right, this is one of those smaller things that you can do that really doesn't hurt anybody. Again, actually, like I said, it kind of helps people because it can almost help you in your playthrough, or you watch it on YouTube, obviously, or whatever, right, where it's like, well, I don't want my character to die, so what decision should I make? Well, through one of the two options in the movie mode, I think you'd actually be able to figure the whole game out of what you have to do. So it kind of helps the gaming people, the people that are going to play this game. And how many people are buying a video game, a supermassive game, that are the fans, or even fans that are just, or I guess people that are gamers in general that buy it? How many of them are buying it to then just watch it, put the controller down and not touch it? Probably not too many people, but yet again, well, number one, it doesn't really hurt anybody. It doesn't hurt me, doesn't hurt you if we're playing it. And number two, maybe it does attract people, because now what you've, I guess, done, what you've literally done here is these games have always kind of been movies. They've always been horror movies. Specifically, if you go back to Until Dawn, right? It was a teen horror film. That's what the characters were incredibly, cliche, cheesy versions that we've seen before, on screen in the 80s and 90s, right? So like that's what that was, and we played it. Now, I would say the main attractive feature of these games is that you're playing it. Not that you're watching it, that you're playing it. But at the same time, you are watching it as well. A lot of these games are visually, you're watching the scene play out. I mean, I don't think any of us can kid around. I think we're all on the same page, right? These games are more visual heavy than they are like gameplay wise, and that's fine. That's, I think, what's attracted a lot of us to it. But now you have a thing where, well, anybody, do you want to watch a horror movie this weekend? Sure, let's play The Quarry. It's like, it's such a weird thing, but maybe it works. You have these horror fans that watch these horror movies, and then They want to watch a horror movie. Maybe they want to watch a 10-hour horror movie, and they know about this game. And you pick up the game, and you say, well, I suck at games. I suck at quick time events, right? Maybe you suck at those, and then you can just watch the game. I don't want to have this come off like I'm kissing their feet. I'm bowing down to them. I just think it's a really smart idea that I didn't really ever, for a game and a developer that's kind of done. They've moved more into this direction, even with like co-op and like the curator's cut and all that stuff. Like they've done some different stuff, I would say, to get closer to this than what they were like with Until Dawn. But I never really thought of this as a full-on possibility, and I like it. While I will not most likely use it, maybe I'll use it for fun to capture video or maybe something for like content purposes. I don't really think I would do it specifically the first time I play the game. I'm just going to be playing it, right? But I mean, again, it's not really for me. It's for different people, and I see no problem with it. So good on them, and I hope it helps the game at the end of the day. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. I will be continuing to cover this game. I've made a couple other videos in the past. You guys seem to really like them, and I greatly appreciate the support. And like I said, there'll be many more coming. If you want to follow me anywhere else, all my social media is in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.